Welcome. I'm Sandra Funk, and this is Design Sips. With over 20 years in the design industry, I'm now focused on leaving it better than I found it. Design Sips is where you and I will raise a glass while discussing best practices to grow a thriving luxury design firm that will give you more freedom, more creativity, and more joy. If you're a design entrepreneur ready to break into the luxury market, land those high-end projects, and finally have the chance to truly flex your design muscles, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. Hey, what's happening? Welcome. Cheers. I'm Sandra Funk, and this is Design Sips. Shall we? Oh, yes, we shall. All right, you all. Welcome. It's so good to see you. Hi, what's happening? Okay, so today we are talking about if the standard is right for you. What do you think? Are you still thinking about it? Because you know we close tomorrow. So ding, 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 ding. It is time to decide, right? Okay, so what's going on, everybody? How you doing? We have some questions that have been coming through as we've been going through our open enrollment for the standard, and I wanted to make sure that I answered them for you. So I'm going to drink a little wine and we're going to answer some questions. Please, if you have any questions whatsoever about if the standard is right for you or anything else standard related, I'd be happy to answer them for you today. So go ahead and throw them in the chat. And Sarah is working with me, and we are going to curate and get through some amazing questions. All right, let's do it. So, okay, first question. Danielle asks, I just hit 6 figures and need to keep up the momentum without being bogged down by the back end. Is the standard the right next step? Danielle, the standard is the exact right next step. So what we have found over years of doing the standard is that our clients, our interior designers that have the most success, right, are a couple of years in business, and they probably are seeing some of that success like you've seen. So it might be monetary, it might be that they're getting published, or that they're they're successfully completing projects, or that they've added a team member, right? These are markers that they're in the right industry, that things are going well, that they know that they're going to be an interior designer, and they're ready to dig in and level up. Okay, so you are right in that sweet spot of like, you know, this is your dharma, like, you know, this is what you're meant to do for life. And so absolutely investing in yourself, investing in your business, and taking it to the next level is the obvious, perfect next step. Danielle, I cannot wait to see you inside the standard. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, cheers to that. Yeah, people, let's do it. All right, we have more questions for you. Ready? So Molly asks, I'm hesitant about the cost. How do you get over the hurdle of investing in yourself? Molly, I totally get that. I remember the first time that I, wanted to do something more than just buy a book or listen to a training. And I really wanted to take this online course. I hemmed and hawed about it. And I watched definitely 1, maybe 2 enrollments go by before I finally dug in and decided that I was worth it and my business was worth it. I'm not kidding. I have done that course over and over again over the years, and it has literally been a life-changing experience for me to like examine my business and really think deeply about who I want to be and where I want to go. That was all about kind of branding and marketing and figuring out what kind of a flag I wanted to plant in our industry. And it helps me so much get in that headspace. So what I want to tell you is that the standard can help you so much, and it's a lifetime access. So again, you can go through that program at this stage of your business and then come back in a year, and all these new lessons and these new layers may open up to you. So what we hear about the standard is that it's so robust and it's so vast, and you think you're going to open this module and it's going to be like this, but then there's depth and depth and depth and detail and detail and detail. And so like the way I do this one course over and over again, because I love to just like confirm where I stand from a branding standpoint, I think you could do the standard over and over again, and certainly use it to train your team over and over again, just to do the work of constantly evolving and constantly up leveling and taking one more little tidbit and making it better and improving it and all the details. So I love that. Okay, cheers to that. How are you guys all doing? What's happening? Okay, the Queen's Home, amazing handle, love that, asks, how long does the membership last? Forever. Once you are a standard member, you are a standard member for the life of the product. So for as long as we are doing the standard, you are in. When I developed this, I wanted to make sure that you didn't have like a little timestamp of what the ideal interior design business looked like for profitability and joy in 2019, right? I wanted to make sure that we grow and evolve together as a community. So again, there's a community contingent to it where you really get to meet a lot of the other people going through the standard. You get to make your accountability group. You get to find resources and friends locally or maybe around the world. We have designers from around the world, all kinds of different walks of life, newbies to people who've been doing it for 30 years and are using the standard as an amazing way to document their business to get it ready for sale. So again, it's the kind of program that can grow and evolve with you because it will constantly be growing and evolving as well. Every time we learn a new lesson, every time we get a great insight, we bring it back to the standard and we implement it and we roll it out to the next group on the next launch so that it's always getting better. Literally always, always, always improving. All right. Again, we cheers because it's Design Tips and I'm not drinking alone. You guys are all here with me, right? Yes? Awesome. Okay. Laura asks, my pipeline is rocking right now. Yes. I'm afraid I won't have time to implement the standard. What do you suggest? Laura, congratulations. I love that. What I suggest is that you take this incredible momentum of your business being awesome and rolling, and you decide to capitalize on it, right? Take all that money coming in, invest in your business, and then open your calendar. I am obsessed. I have this great big 10-year calendar. Google around on Amazon. That's where I got mine. And I love to look at this from the standpoint of who am I now? Where am I going to be in 5 minutes? Where am I going to be in 5 years? And absolutely, where am I going to be in 10? And so things like this, I would say, Laura, you really need to look at your life in a bigger picture, right? Get out of the weeds, get out of the frog brain where you're down in it and you're like, ribbit, ribbit, I just see water and three blades of grass, and get up to the hawk and look at your business and look at your life from 3,000 feet, right? Get all the way up there and look at the big picture. When is it going to be a better time to make your business better than right now? Right? Okay, so Laura, you don't wish that you'll have a slow period, right? You're not hoping that something will shift and that you won't have a lot of work at some point. So we know you've built it. You've created the magnetism. You've got the clients coming in. So you know you have to get the back end of your business locked down tight to be able to truly handle that from a confidence standpoint. Will you actually charge what you're worth? From a management standpoint, will you run yourself ragged or will you thrive with all of this business? And from a joy standpoint, will you be able to stay balanced with, this wonderful life and not taking on too much and really effectively communicating how long things are going to take, what things are going to cost, how this is all going to go down so you still have time for your life. My biggest suggestion is to get that huge calendar out and start blocking time. So if you're already so busy, look out until when things slow down just a little bit and put a whole day aside. Just block the whole thing as if you were on vacation and it's a standard day. And then next week, a whole day, right? And so if you don't block it now, you won't do it ever because everything will fill on your calendar. It always does. So if one day a week, 3 weeks out seems like you just want to get started on it now, take your mornings, right? I am recommitting to my 5 a.m. routine right now. It's really freaking hard. I can't say I'm consistent yet, but I love this idea of waking up at 5 and having 2 hours to myself. Really, it's 1 hour because my family's up at 6 getting ready for school and I'm taking them to the bus at 7. So, but even they're busy getting ready, right? So like having that time to myself before everyone else wakes up is maybe that's how you get the standard into your business. Maybe you make some sacrifices as far as staying 1 hour later once a week to do the program, or waking up 1 hour earlier and finding that time that way. What I have to tell you, Laura, is that there's always time for what's most important, right? And so it might be clearing some clutter off of your calendar that's unnecessary, like binging the latest Netflix something, 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 and putting yourself first and putting your business first. There's always time for what's most important. Also, Laura, delegate, 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 delegate. Okay. If you have a team, use them. Somebody's really good at numbers. They're the one who's going to crunch the numbers. Somebody's really good with words. They're going to customize the email templates. Somebody else is great with tech. They're going to be the one who downloads everything and gets it all, into your own Google Drive and into your own Asana templates, et cetera, et cetera. Look to your team and utilize them. Leverage their strengths. Okay. Really think about who would be best for what. Lastly, there was one more thing, but it's gone. Use their strengths, delegate. Oh, if you do not have a team, consider freelancers to help you implement this. We've seen designers have great success. Even if you're a one-woman show and you're busy as all get out, there are freelancers out there that will help you implement the interior design standard. And within the standard, we even often have the conversation in the Facebook groups about who's used who in the past that might even be someone who's implemented for other people a couple of times and is really savvy at it. So definitely ask that advice or inside of the Facebook group and see if anybody has done that. Okay, that's like a whirlwind of ways to make sure that even though you're busy now, the standard is still the right time right now. Again, you don't wish yourself not to be busy in the future. And by saying, I'll do it when I'm less busy, you're kind of wishing that you're going to be less busy in the future. So don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. All right, awesome. Another question is coming through. And you guys, it's 222. Do you guys have angel numbers? Because 222 is always looking at me. Okay, let's do it. Beth asks, is there live Q&A within the program? Will I be able to ask questions? What type of support is offered? Beth, awesome questions. So we do community calls. So we do 3 set community calls throughout the kind of unveiling of the program where it is live Q&A. And then we also have a method that you'll be able to ask questions all the time, not just during those Q&As. You can submit questions. We have them going through, I believe it's a Google Doc. Sarah set up the tech on that, so she'll correct me if I'm wrong. And it's dynamic because it helps her capture them all, sort them all, answer them all in a strategic way. Because of course, we love to systematize things and make it easier to do. What else? What type of support is offered? So again, we have questions that you can ask all the time. There's a Facebook community where we monitor it a daily, and also where the community helps one another out. And then we have our Zoom calls. I'm also known to pop into the Facebook group and just go live if there's a good question that I think everyone would be supported by, right? So at any time I can add more than that, but that is our absolute minimum baseline. And then once you are done with the standard, like going through the modules, you join the wider Facebook group, and it's included as a bonus for 3 months. And that is an incredible resource to, again, find your local tribe, maybe find some people that have the same niche as you, look for a mentor. It's just an incredible, incredible community. Oh, yes, Sarah says the FAQ vault as well. So with us, years and years into the standard now, which is just crazy, we have captured and categorized all of our best questions. As you know, we like to systematize things, and have created a great frequently asked questions vault. So that is your starting point for everything that you need to get through the standard. Truly, guys, our goal is to have your business just freaking skyrocket. And that doesn't mean you busier and more stressed. That means you taking on the projects that you want, working them efficiently, working them confidently with really great pricing so that you are profitable and full of joy, right? That is our big dream for you. And that is exactly what we're going to show you step by step by step, exactly how to do, right? Okay. Cheers to all of that stuff. I like it. You guys, it's a rosé all day kind of day, don't you think? Awesome. So good to see you all. What's going on? Okay. Do we have, oh, yes, I will see you at Universal. I'm so excited. You guys, I am speaking at High Point, Universal, the obvious party place to be, right? On what is it, April 2nd? So if you are going to be in High Point, please hustle on over to Universal and come check it out. We are going to chat and we are going to get together, and I'm so excited to see you. Yay. What's up, guys? We have more questions? Shall we? Do you ever feel like you do all these things to your hair and then it still looks weird when you get on camera? Oh, we have more questions. Good. Questions are so much better than me sitting here looking at myself, wondering why my hair looks weird. Julie says, is the standard a program that I can share with my team members? Absolutely. So the standard is meant for your design business. And so anyone who is in your business can be a part of that standard with you. We make sure that it's clear that just because you have someone who worked for you, if they leave, they can't take the standard with them, right? Like it is a licensed individual product that goes to the person who purchased it, but certainly you can share it with your team. We definitely encourage you to go through the program with your team, work together to implement it and digest it. Like I said earlier, really look at your team, figure out who's got what strength, and divide and conquer the customization of the standard for your business by utilizing your team. When you involve your team from the very beginning, watching the videos and then deciding how you're going to implement together, you have buy-in from everyone because you're working on it together. And so I think it's so important, if you do have a team already in place, to go through these changes together. Very, very helpful. We've heard so many designers have great success with that. And then if you bring on a new designer, they can digest the standard as part of their kind of week one training, which is an awesome way to keep them busy while you're also running a business and training them. And so the standard really comes in and meets that need for the training videos and the templates. And it's not just like, here are some templates. It's why we do it, how we do it, examples of how we got here, stories on how we used to do it and why that failed, and then now we do it like this. So it's not just a template for you to grab and customize. It's the strategy behind it. It's why we do it that way. And then it's the swipe files. Like, it's not PDFs that you have to retype. It's literally Google Docs, cut and paste, take it right into your business. It is drop in to your business. Same thing with the Asana templates, the step-by-step process for all of the interior design and the potential client process just drops right into your business. Yay. Okay. Cheers. Guys, are we ready? We're going to keep it going. So, Sasha asks, I've already invested in so many programs. What makes the standard the one? Well, Sasha, we've had so many designers come to us and say, I've invested in so many programs and I finally did the standard and it's the end all be all. The reason why, I had a lot of input from a lot of people telling me, why don't you just do a little course? Because it took me 18 months to fully hash out and create the standard, because I had to take an entire business and document it in a way that could be delivered to other designers, right? It was a behemoth effort while also running a design firm and a whole team and a family. And I had so many people saying, well, why don't you just do something little, and then you can do another little one, you can do another little one, and you can do another one. But the truth is, the standard is from start to finish. It's from the first time a client reaches out to your firm to all the way through to the final photography of that project. It's all the ways that you build out an incredible team, both your internal team and your vendors and trade wider family, I like to think of them. It's the strategic pricing on how you do the pricing so that luxury clients love you. They're thrilled with your fees. You are making great profit and everyone is respected and totally professional and profitable and joyful. It's the boundaries that allow for that to be joyful, right? And that comes through the design agreement. Coming up with these amazing fees, that's the flat fee calculator. It's showing you step by step exactly how to price your services easily with a flat fee. Okay, I know so many people struggle, like, I'm going to do a flat fee and I'm going to lose my shirt. And it's because they don't have the the ability to do, like the calculator that I will show you how to do, and then the boundaries around it, the good structure of a design agreement, and then the processes that support all of it. So basically what I'm telling you, it all goes together. It is proven. So I've used this program in my business for years and years, profitable, joyful, happy, growing luxury business. And now hundreds of interior designers have also taken this program, vetted it, banged on it, and proven that it works for them too. So again, it's worked for me for years. It's worked for these other hundreds of designers for years. What makes this program different? It is a business model that you can drop into your business from soup to nuts. It's not a little chunk or a little slice of your business. It's the whole thing. It's the whole backbone. That's what makes it so different. And that's what makes it the one to do. All right. Cheers to that. Who's with me? You guys there still? Give me a heart if you're out there. I feel like it's gone quiet. No, not quiet at all. Hi guys, what's happening? Okay, Studio Faith says, my business is growing exponentially. Yay. I've been in business 10 years, great press, love my clients, but interested in moving to a flat rate. Is this course for me? Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. It's Studio Faith Blakeney. Okay, this is absolutely for you. And like I said before, you've been in business for long enough to know that you are good at design. You know what you're doing. You can create beautiful projects. Now is a wonderful time with your business growing like crazy to look at your business processes and just refine them, tighten the screws, amp it up a notch, right? So let's say you're taking in your overall revenue and you've got a profit margin, and you can keep your revenue where it is and just amp up that profit margin, right? By becoming a little bit more efficient, a little bit more streamlined. So even though it sounds like you got things figured out and you're rocking, that little amp up on your efficiency inside will make a huge difference. And then you go and you look at the flat fee calculator. We have had designer after designer after designer tell us that they're making so much more money and their clients are so much more happy. Why? Because clients want to put the number, they want to understand what it's going to cost them from the very beginning. They don't want their project to be like waterboarding with fees, right? So they don't want to get these little drips and drabs of hourly bills, and they don't want to not want to understand what this whole thing's going to cost from the very beginning. And the larger the projects, the more that they demand to understand what this is going to cost them, right? If you have someone buying land, hiring a builder, and building a luxury home from scratch, they are not going to accept the answer of, my hourly rate is X and we'll see what we see. Like, I'll know when we get there. I have no idea how long or how much this is going to take, right? That's unacceptable. No luxury person building a dream home is going to do that. They're going out and getting financing, or they're moving their own money around, or they're getting a construction loan. They have to have real information on how to move forward. So leveling up to flat fee that is profitable and that clients love is the obvious next step for someone who's kicking butt and 10 years into business. Awesome. Love it. What do you think? Yes? All right. I love your questions, you guys. Keep them coming. So good. All right. Mira asks, I'm a one-woman show looking to grow. Will the standard help me grow my business? Mira, absolutely. The standard will help you grow your business. But I will tell you this, a one-woman show looking to grow, I just want you to have the wherewithal to understand that you do need to really look at your time blocking, and you really need to look at like look out into the future for installation. When you don't have a team to collaborate with installation of the standard, you really just need to be on it plan wise. Now, typically our one woman shows are that organized and are that able to get into the calendar and make it work. Otherwise, how in the world will they be pulling off this amazing business all by themselves, right? So yeah, we have tons of women shows inside the standard. And again, a little bit slower for them to get it implemented because they're on their own. I would definitely encourage you to consider looking into freelancers to help you kind of catapult it forward and get it up and running. Or again, block out that time and grow that business. Incredible. Thank you. Cheers, y'all. Oh, I love the questions. Okay, Jesse asks, I like the idea of flat fees, but will I be able to realistically use the flat fee calculator if I haven't been tracking my financial data? Jesse, great question. So, okay, number one, today start tracking your data, okay? There's some data that I know you have, you just don't realize you have it, right? So, you know the size of your rooms, you know the total spent on furnishings. And if you charge anyone anything at all, you have some kind of time tracking written down, right? So you do have that data. You might need help by maybe your bookkeeper or someone who is really comfortable with numbers to find that data. I have so many designers tell me I don't have any data, but they have to have this data, right? We did floor plans, we sold people furnishings, there's receipts from that, we charged them somehow, right? So there's got to be something to go back to look at. What did you do before? Where do you want to go in the future? And then we can figure out how to get you there. We also use case studies and example projects for people that truly can't, like brand new, haven't done a project, do not have the data, right? So we will help you through understanding where you should sit in the flat fee calculator, what's right for you in your local market, in your amount of experience. And there, again, some case studies and some example projects to help you figure that out. And again, the flat fee calculator, it is not my flat fee, it is your flat fee. I will show you how to make sure that your fees are custom to your level of work, your area of work, your years in business, all the things that go into figuring out your fee. All right? Awesome. Cheers. And I bet you have more information than you think you do. Awesome. Bailey asks, I have software that I love. Do I need to use what you use in the standard? No, not at all. You can, so I built the standard with the intention of it not being for one software or another, because our industry uses all kinds of things, right? So the only software that you have to at least log into for the initial download is Asana. It's our task management software. And that is how you get the templates into your hot little hands, right? From there, if you have another task management software that you just adore, you can obviously swipe and take all of that information over to your other software. And again, a great task for a freelancer, an intern, a team member, just to move all that data over. I do love Asana, and a lot of our designers end up loving it as well, and get interested in it and get, go through a tutorial and decide that it is the right step for them if they don't already have a robust task system in their business. Nice. Awesome. Okay. Carrie asks, I am interested in starting an interior design business. Is the standard for me? So Carrie, I would say this, we definitely have designers who are just starting out their business and buy the interior design standard so they can create that framework from the start. It is ambitious. The standard is more comfortable for someone who's been in business for a year or two and has like one employee or some strong freelancers that they work with, because it's so robust, because it is the entire process, and then it is the depth of resources. So we do have our unicorns who have bought it and start their business on the backbone of the standard and love it. And of course, based on the fact that it's lifelong membership, you can buy it and get the foundation right. And like I would say to you, you're probably going to go through it year one with a skim and just, set up right before you really go deep into all kinds of the details, because it takes like layers of depth to kind of get into it. And I think sometimes our people that haven't started really in the design career yet have so many questions, because some of it is you have to have gone through a few things to really understand why we're kind of shifting or where we're at. Now, we explain everything completely, and again, we have designers who absolutely use the standard to start their business, and it's just, again, it works a little bit better for people who have their feet wet in the industry. Just being straight with you. Thank you. All right. All right, you guys, that's it. Those are questions. So Basically, here's the deal. I decided I have a finance background and a business process consulting background after that, finance degree, business consulting background. I came into the interior design industry with my heart full of hope, and I couldn't wait to be, in my creative zone. I was so thrilled to make this huge leap from consulting to design. And what I found was that consulting had so much structure and so much like path and mentors and all the things, right? And what I realized is that interior design was a little bit more Wild West. And so as I got my chops and I got, worked for some people and then started my own firm, I started to create the systems and the standards that I thought were missing when I was coming up in interior design. And this is what I offer you. The interior design standard is this finance major, business process consultant, background person systematizing the business of interior design, documenting it, working it, knowing that it works, knowing that it totally is gorgeous and beautiful, and then having hundreds of other designers work through that as well. So here it is. It's my business backbone on a silver platter. I give it to you. I'm so thrilled to have you in our community, and I hope you will sign up with me this time. And now is the perfect time to improve your business. So I will see you inside the standard. Enrollment closes tomorrow at midnight. So head right over to interiordesignstandard.com and I will see you there. Thank you all. Oh, congratulations, Jessica. I'm so thrilled to have you inside the standard. We are going to knock your socks off. All right, everybody. Mwah! I'll see you inside.